Stop ruining your training and start being smart, so you stop asking yourself why you're not getting stronger. This is the smartest way to get stronger every day, no matter your goals, whether it's for cutting, bulking, or just general maintenance. Now, even though we're doing this entire workout with 1 day per week split, that doesn't mean we're neglecting any of the major muscle groups. We're going to target everything today and make sure you get stronger at it. Again, we're sticking with our 8-rep target for this exercise. So pick a weight load that will challenge you, but still allows you to hit that 8-rep target. One thing I want you to focus on during squats is your form. Make sure your chest is up, shoulders back, and you're driving your hips back when you squat down. Select a weight load that will allow you to get between 4 to 6 reps before failure. Remember, this is meant to be a guideline, so adjust the weight loads accordingly so that they match your current strength level. For dumbbell bench press, I recommend starting with 40 pounds for each side. For weighted decline sit-ups, start with 20 pounds. For barbell squats, start with 135 pounds. For deadlifts, start with 135 pounds. For pull-ups, start with 5 to 8 reps per set. If you need assistance, use the assisted pull-up machine or resistance bands. For dumbbell rows, start with 30 pounds for each side, and for overhead dumbbell presses, start with 30 pounds for each side. You can use this template and make copies of it each session to track your progress, or you can simply write it down on a piece of paper or in a notebook. This template can also be adjusted to meet your goals. For example, if your goal is to cut body fat, you can simply reduce the weight load on each exercise by 10%, and you'll still see great results. Now I want you to focus on keeping a slight lean backwards when performing this exercise. Nutrition plays a key role in helping you build muscle and strength so you can crush your goals. And if you'd like a simplified approach to building muscle and burning fat, then to learn more, click the link below in the description. It may cause some discomfort in your shoulders, but once you get used to it, it helps target the front delts more so than the triceps and adds more size to your shoulders. Like the other exercises, if you can't increase the weight load each session, then reevaluate the weight load you chose. If you feel like you're leaning too far forward, you can slightly widen your feet. Once you find that perfect position, stick to it throughout the entire workout. Like with the previous exercises, if you can't add weight to the bar each session, reevaluate your weight load. And to help you do that, we're going to use a method called auto-regulatory training, which means adjusting the weight load based on how you perform each set. So pick a weight load that will allow you to get close to that rep range. When performing deadlifts, make sure to hinge those hips and lift with your legs, not your back. So drive those hips forward, keep that chest up, shoulders back, and grip that bar like you're about to tear it in half. Then squeeze those shoulder blades together as you lift up while maintaining that natural lumbar curve. Sounds complicated, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. And if you can't add weight to the bar each session, reevaluate your weight load. So here's how we're going to do that. For bench press, pick a heavy weight load that's challenging. This is one of the most effective upper body exercises out there. So even if you aren't hitting your pull-up numbers each session, I promise you're still getting stronger. Remember, it's all relative. As long as you're progressively increasing your workload over time, you will get stronger. If you can't do pull-ups yet, then use an assisted pull-up machine or resistance bands to help you get closer to that 8-rep target. If you can do more than 8 reps, then aim for 10. Either way, you should be working on improving your pull-up strength and adding reps each workout. And if you can't add reps each session, then reevaluate the amount of assistance you're using. But allows you to only get between 4 to 6 reps before failure. Pick a weight load that challenges you and takes you to failure within the 8-rep range. One thing I want you to focus on during rows is squeezing those shoulder blades together at the top of each rep. This will help build that thick upper back you've been wanting. Like with all the other exercises, if you can't add weight to each dumbbell each session, then reevaluate your weight load. That means if you choose a weight load that's too heavy, you won't be able to complete the full 8 sets. But we want you to fail at the end of those 8 sets. So by choosing a weight load that you know will take you to failure around the 6 to 8 rep range, you'll be able to complete all 8 sets and walk away knowing you got stronger. To ensure you're pushing yourself and getting stronger each session, try to add 2.5 pounds on the dumbbell bench press every workout. Sounds simple, right? If you can't add the weight, then you need to reevaluate the weight load you chose. This workout will use a combination of the best exercises that hit all the major muscle groups and requires minimal equipment. You can do this in the gym with free weights or at home with just dumbbells. Let's dive into it. All right, starting off with exercise No. 1, which is a dumbbell bench press. Next, let's move on to exercise number 2, which is weighted decline sit-ups. Just like with the dumbbell bench press, we're going to use auto-regulation again by counting the reps. We re-shooting for between 4 to 6 reps per set with a weight load that's challenging enough to take us to failure within those 6 to 8 reps. So select a weight load that fits within that rep range and go for it. When performing these, don't forget to really squeeze the abs on the way up. It'll help activate more of your core and give you that six-pack you've been looking for. If you can't add weight each session, reevaluate your weight load. Moving on to exercise No. 3, which is barbell squats. Next, we're moving on to deadlifts. Just like squats, we're targeting 8 reps. Moving on to exercise No. 5, which is pull-ups. Now it's time to move on to exercise No. 6, which is dumbbell rows. Same deal here. And now it's time for the last exercise, which is overhead dumbbell presses. Now that you understand the concept of the workout, let's put it all together and put some numbers to it. Now that you know the workout, let's talk about what you should eat.